Got fireworks all over the place. I don't know if I should have gone horizontal, but all messages. What the fuck is this? Choose a game to stream with. What? You stream with a game now? We out here. I don't know if I should put the battery up here to kind of help weigh this thing forward so it don't blow back. See the strip. You can see the fucking regular hoods. We could flip. You can see the base. It does work better from the back camera. Wait, buddy. Look at that. We got fireworks over here. You heard? Bro, Vegas is lit with fireworks. I can turn this camera anywhere and you're going to see something. Out there, all them way across town, all the fireworks popping off. Going nuts. Behind us. Yeah, look. Up the hill up here by mountain. Look at all this. We popping. And trust me, they don't give a shit about the cops. Everybody takes that risk. They don't care what they're doing, what helicopters and drones they're trying to catch everybody with. You know? Say a hello to my friend from Japan. Shout out. Let me lower this down just a smidge. That way, check it out. I got the fit. Good? Can you see me on the camera good?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas is, look at all that over there. You just don't know where to aim your camera because there's so much shit going on. They think, look, these guys that talk, all the cops, the police that talk all that shit, that talk about how much fireworks they've confiscated. Look at the whole town. Oh, we've confiscated 2 tons of fireworks. Yeah, well, you know what? Everybody's still fucking doing it. This whole neighborhood is fucking going. Before the night's over, there will be a complete fog of fireworks smoke covering this whole town. You're not going to stop the fireworks. People are patriotic. They do celebrate this country, and you ain't going to stop it. This is why, like, I don't understand. Why they complain? Of course, there's going to be hazards. There's going to be mishaps. There's going to be accidents that happen. Like these idiots shooting the Roman candles right here, probably going to catch that tree on fire. But they need to teach, just like the Second Amendment, they need to teach the safety protocols about fireworks on the 4th of July. It should be a class in school. There should be fucking training every year you can go to prior. Just tell people how to do these fireworks a lot safer, because you're not going to avoid every mishap. Just like cars, right? Everybody could drive cars, but guess what? There's a fucking accident, probably 20 accidents in Vegas alone every single day. You're not going to stop the mishaps from happening. So teach safety. Maybe get people a fucking license to shoot these things off in the city, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Happy 250th. Make fireworks great again. You know what I'm saying? Legalize this shit. They want to leave the undocumented individuals here, but they don't want us to have the illegal fireworks. Yes, sir. Bow. Check it out. Check it out. Hold up. Let me lower this down a little bit. Again, we're out here. We're about to take it. We're flying high. It's Captain America right here. Like number 6, appreciate all the likes. We'll be rotating the camera periodically so we can Captain Ass America. I'm caked up and you're bricked up. I'm caked up and you're bricked up. I think that water from San Francisco is getting into your shower. Damn, another bad channel. I hate fireworks. Who the fuck is this guy? Another bad channel. I hate fireworks. Who the fuck is that? Another crybaby. You hear all the bean music? Because you know why? Holy shit, a shooting star. Damn, that one went far. Holy shit. I should have got that from the get-go. That motherfucker was that thing went like 4 miles across the sky, and then it fucking watermelon. Hey, Darius.
It's still warm.
This dude want to talk shit. I'll talk some shit. He don't know how bad I'm gonna hurt his feelings if he talks some more shit. Do you like the channel now, brother? Fucking guy. I want to see another one of them fucking long travelers over there. That fucker was best channel ever. Love fireworks. Appreciate it. Always gonna get a hater. You know, somebody who won't move. You in Arizona, Cali? I'm in Vegas. I'm in between that. I'm the meat in an Arizona Cali sandwich. This is Vegas. I'm right. The lake is right on the other side of the mountain, right there. Lake Mead's right there, and then I could touch Arizona. I could throw a rock at Arizona. And by the way, I like Arizona. The climate's like Vegas, and the streets are cleaner in most of the developed towns in Arizona. I especially like going like all the Phoenix area, Chandler, Gilbert. Um, where's that? Where's the state? Is the stadium? Where's the stadium at over there? By that Renaissance Hotel? I mean, it's popping. We are Tucson. Look at that. What is that, a UFO? Bro, look at this. Popping. It is popping. Sent the party hat. Shout out to Sweet Justine for the party hat. Appreciate you. Vegas Live. All around the city. All around the world. If you already know what song I'm talking about when I said that, state it in the chat. Scent party blowers, what is good? Too fast to track. Oh my God, look at those. Happy 4th, everybody. Appreciate the party blowers and the party hat. Does the party hat only pop up if, like, I didn't see it pop up. Does it pop up like when somebody's in the camera? Oh yeah, there we go. Something closer. Look at that. Happy 250th birthday! Wait, that better not be the grand finale. The night just started. Someone's gonna have to more party hat. Hold up. Let me get on cam. Does it pop up? Do I have a party hat?
Nope.
I don't know if the party hat works. I hope it does.
Nope.
Got mad fireworks. 250th, yay! Be balling. See, I had to be there, right?
Not at you though.
No, but it showed up. Hey, thanks for testing that out. I think I didn't see it the first 2 times that it got sent, so I was like, "What the hell's going on? Why is homie got his lights driving like a maniac?" We're on the roof. Neighbors are having a party. They had a water slide up, but it looks like they took it down. What?
Somebody's birthday.
Ooh,
Happy birthday.
we got a 4th of July baby down there. Somewhere in that crowd. Which state are you in? I'm in Nevada, Las Vegas. See that? Look, stratosphere right there. Well, they call it the Strat now, but it'll always be the stratosphere if you're born and raised in it big. You heard? You can't take away names. You can't change names. Just like the airport's not Harry Reid, it's still McCarran. Like, get the fuck out of here with all these. Let's switch shit up bullshit. I'm OG. I'm OG Vegas. Oh. Man, they got the screamers out that way. Like, they shoot across the sky. Like, if you start here, like from this distance to wherever they're at, and your firework ends up over here somewhere, bro, that thing's moving. It's traveling. I want to see another one. Look at that big bright light. Shoot another one of them bad boys. Man, I'm at some point tonight. I'm gonna catch one of those suckers rip. Here, but like super close within his neighborhood, going off. But except for that one right there. That's the closest one shooting off near us. Everywhere else is like a couple miles, like at least a mile and a half that way, 2 miles out that way. Like everything's over a mile away, except for this right here that you see. That's close.
And the house in front of this one.
So we're waiting for some more nearbys to start shooting off. There's got to be. There have been before. Neighbors' pit bulls. That's a pet bull. That's a pet bull. Hopefully everybody brought in. Mine are locked up for sure. Sometimes some dogs don't care, like these ones. They don't seem to give a rat's ass what's going on outside. They don't care. So that's a good thing. Some dogs are trained well enough not to care about noises like that, but yes. Hopefully people are smart enough by now. I mean, there's been 250 of these celebrations so far. Hopefully by now everybody's learned to put their dogs away. Don't leave them out in the yard. If you know that there's a breach in your yard anywhere that the dogs could jump or crawl or dig out of easily, you're not a good pet owner. Seriously. The pet owners will blame the fireworks for their dogs getting out, but honestly, it's the pet owner's fault that their dog got out. I'm just saying. And I'm not speaking like my dogs have never gotten out or anything, or my pets have never gotten loose. I'm just saying you failed. Don't blame the fireworks. You as the owner failed. When it happened to me and my dogs got out, I failed. Somebody else did it, but I still have to take some accountability for not being fully aware. We got some safe and sanes down there right behind that tree. Shout out to the safe and sane people. You guys are boring, but we still appreciate your effort, all right? You guys are boring as fuck, but we appreciate your effort. Thanks for supporting them local fireworks stands that sell the safe and sane shenanigans that nobody wants to light off. The safe and sane fireworks are like the equivalent of being a 90s kid and buying your jeans at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You would have got fucking ragged on all day if you bought your jeans at Walmart in the 90s. Nowadays, people don't seem to care too much, but as a 90s kid, they could smell Walmart jeans. You didn't even have to have the labels or nothing, the tags, nothing showing. They knew. As soon as you walked into school with Walmart jeans, they knew you had them on. Oh, nice. I like that one over there. That little bad boy had an arc to it.
You know what I just realized? Half of them are American flag colors.
Oh, they should be. Look at these. Oh, yeah. Anyway, shout out to the safe and sane firework users. Appreciate y'all. I didn't actually buy any fireworks this year or last year or the year before because my broke ass been broke. Plus, I haven't had time to like get out there. If you get fireworks like this, you're supposed to get them like 6 months or more in advance. You're not supposed to go out like last month or the month before or during this month and try to buy these fireworks and drive back into town with them. That's how you get caught. we wear the Walmart jeans. That's why we didn't get invited to the game. I had my Route 66 jeans on. Oh, and I was getting clowned on. But you know what? That's okay. I had the safe and sane jeans on. I didn't have them hot shits. All right. Add Q&A. Have a favorite plant? They don't fall. Just appreciate you, Chloe Perry. I said it kind of weird. 3 days of darkness. Not tonight. We're doing one night of bright lights. America. As you hear the Spanish music in the background. But that's part of it. Safe and sane. Look at them. Look at them. You see them safe and sanes behind the tree? Where is this? We're in Vegas. Let me show you the strip. All right, so that's the strip over there. We got the Strat, right? We've got like Wynn and fucking Resort World. Caesars like way over there. We got Circa downtown Vegas like right here. Yeah, this town lights up. And look, even like way up the north. Like north, that's all just neighborhoods and shit. Like there's Aliante Casino out there, but that's a local's little, you know, it's a little spot. It's not like strip casino big shit. Nah. And that's all like newer out there. That's all within the last 15, 20 years type shit. That's new neighborhoods in the north. So we were shooting a firework went off on my house. Hey, anytime that happens, just start spraying your roof down. Hey. 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 What? I'm showing the fireworks. Look at this smoke show. Oh! Oh, damn, I almost got the whole thing. Fuck. Did you see that one screaming across the sky? Shit. Yeah, the minute you see something, you know, pop off on your house, just spray it. Hose it down. Do the old thumb over the top method and just, spray it. Get her moist. Yeah. Moisten her up. I wish they would shut the lights off at the park there. That's kind of like, it's like light pollution. Like you can't even see that area. It's too bright. But look at, you can see the haze starting to build up. See that haze? That's all like, that's not clouds or mist or nothing. That's firework. Jizz. It's a firework jizz. That's from all these fireworks busting. Damn, they hit a big one over there. That's what I'm waiting for. You're going to see the bigger ones start popping off later because they're waiting for sure. Like, these are the little ones for the most part. You're going to see these ones that look like Sideshow Bob. Like, when they pop off, like they make dreadlocks all the way down the sky. Like, those are the big, big boys. And you'll hear them, too. There's some big ones going off, like you can see them, but it's going to be a lot heavier later. And you can smell it in the air. It smells like freedom. Oh, look. Yeah, buddy. What is that? What the fuck is that bouncing around right there? See it? What is that? No, there's fucking, is it a close by bug or is it something far away? I don't see anything off the camera. There's like a couple there's two of them actually. Little spiritual orbs. Oh my God, this is like a 4th of July slash, what are they?
Sparklers?
No, you watch them, don't you?
What?
The streams where they go ghost hunting and shit.
Colby?
Yeah, but what's it called?
Paranormal?
Paranormal, there we go. The word slipped my mind.
It's okay.
We're doing paranormal activity and fireworks all in one stream.
Hey, you don't know how many people died during the fireworks.
I got extra chromosomes right now. Leave me alone. Bro, I ate 2 chili. Look, we eat chili dogs on the 4th of July because this beauty right here loves them.
I do.
She never had chili dogs until she met me. And now that's the 4th thing to do. So we do.
Watermelon. She got me addicted to it.
Yeah. So now she loves chili dogs. But earlier, I made the chili dogs. We ate them, and I passed the fuck out. That shit put me to sleep. And it was healthier chili dogs. Like I bought like the keto buns and all that shit. So it's like lower carbs, grass-fed hot dogs. Still the same chili, the Hormel chili. You can't go wrong with that bullshit. But overall, slightly healthier. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Ooh. Can you zoom? Oh, you can. I can zoom. Oh my god, it gets a little grainy. How grainy does it look? I had a hot link. You know what? I love hot links, but man, I'm at the age now. I'm 38, so if I want acid reflux, it's gonna be hot links. if I want that burning in my throat, that midnight burning in my throat that wakes me up, I have a hot link. Yo, I didn't even know I could zoom in. Anyways, the more you know. Look, safe and sane again. Damn, I keep missing them. That's about as elusive as the fucking shooting star ones. And that's what I mean. Like, the amount of money you spend on the safe and sane fireworks, this is why people aren't buying them that much anymore. Like, a lot of the fireworks stands have been dead, at least in my area. Super dead all month. Like, since they started them. And it's because they're so fucking expensive, and that's all you get. You light off you light off $20 worth of fireworks and it lasts 3 seconds. You might as well shoot these. If that's what it's gonna. You could, at most fireworks stands, when you buy these, it's buy one get two free type of shit. Like, so you got the whole night to do this instead of that little sparkly shit behind the tree there. Crazy. Absurd. Look at it. Look at it. Ooh. Look, there's the strip. Let's see how zoomy we could get. Happy 4th of July, Luca. Luca plays. Look at that. I know it's hard. It's blurry once I zoom, but you can see the strat right there. I was just watching the fireworks, so I just want to give you guys an idea of how much fireworks goes off in Vegas. Oh, there we go. We're getting some closer ones. Hello, everyone. If you don't have fireworks, maybe you're in a state where they're having like a restriction because there's fucking wildfires and shit going on. I know Colorado's got some shit going on. Utah's just got some shit going on. It might be dry or whatever where you're at. It's dry here, but we don't have friggin' forests. So there's a concrete jungle out here, sort of. Not New York style, but you know. But yeah, so if you don't have fireworks in your area, you could come here and watch these bad boys. And yo, spell it right, man. This is a free speech channel, so if you wanna use profanity, you go right ahead and do that. I don't restrict people. I don't even restrict my haters. Like, people come in here that talk shit, like, talk your shit. I don't care. Like, that's all you're gonna do. You don't do anything more than that. So if you're a hater, you're here. You can come in here, talk your shit. If you like the stream, you could come in here and like the stream and enjoy it. Do what you got to do, man. Because you know what? You throwing your little tantrums in the chat because you hate the world, or you're lazy and you beat your meat every day and you can't have any energy to go do anything else. You know, come and get your aggression out here. I'm sorry, I've had a tough life. That's what I'm saying. Come get it out. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, if you hate everything, come and say it. You can say it here. It's therapeutic. Get your shit out.
Is that fireworks over there in the stratosphere?
Yeah. You're doing fireworks at the strip.
Look
Whoa.
Look at that.
Look at the stratosphere going. Holy shit. I thought they weren't going to do that till like late. Damn. Bro, it almost looks like the strip is like coming to an end. It's like apocalyptic the way they do it. Yo, that's wild. Oh yeah, we're getting the big daddies out.
Look at Caesars. What is that in the middle? Look at the big tower.
Screw Caesars. F Caesars. They fired me. I worked there for 15 and a half years. Them assholes fired me. Just because I left property for lunch. On my lunch, they fired me. I didn't take any break. They didn't give me no write-up. They didn't do nothing. They just straight up fired me. They used their little right to manage. Fuck them. I was beaten in the military, raped and hit with a bat on my left area of my neck, so I'm not happy for some people.
Look at the fantasy again.
Let me explain you something there, Michael. Here, let me get on camera, get real with you real quick. So, when people do things, right, against you, that's the individual, right? This is something we've got to learn as humans, that political affiliation, fucking whatever your faith is, your religion, a non-believer, it don't fucking matter. What an individual does is what an individual does. It's not everybody else's fault. It's those individuals that do something to you. People will always be people, and they'll always do bad shit. And if you want to blame those people for the rest of your life, you're free to do that. If you want to get relief, this is one thing you got to kind of try to like work into your head somehow or some way, is that you don't have to accept those people, but you can still forgive those people for what they did, right? And that releases a lot of the burden that you carry from yourself. So, you don't have to like those people after you forgive them. You don't have to be friends with them. You don't have to write them letters. You don't have to, think fondly of them at all. But forgiveness is not about any of that. It's just about letting go. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you can work that in your brain, you'll fix so much shit. And that's some shit that I've learned throughout my life. We won't get into details, but everybody goes through some shit. Somebody's going to go through something that affects them in some way or another. Just be glad you're still here, because some people can't handle it, and they leave this earth. And 2 of my cousins have done that, and so many other people too. So just learn to forgive. But that doesn't mean you have, like I said, it doesn't mean you have to befriend anybody or trust them or love them or give any kind of shit about them. But it does alleviate the burden you carry, because you're carrying a cross right now. And forgiveness cleans that shit up for you. I'm telling you. Would you ever go out with Lugia? Yes, I would. I would ride his back into the sunset. So yeah. I go out with Lugia all the time. I wear Lugia around my neck. Did you just drink the drink? Did you try the drink? Ooh.
Can I go get a beer? There's something in.
So yeah, Michael, forgiveness, it's not for them. You don't forgive them for them. You forgive them for you. That's how that shit's supposed to work. And a lot of people don't know that, and they don't process that correctly. They don't comprehend what the purpose of forgiveness is in a correct sense. So they never get to that point because they feel like forgiveness has to do with like accepting that person. It doesn't. It has no stipulation of acceptance for that person or those people or whatever. Well, I mean, yeah. If you do, you'll be a lot better off, man. And here's the thing. So if you're still having negative feelings about your days, humanity in general, because here's what you did. Like, so I know a little bit of like psychology. So here's what you did is you brought that up after the outburst, right? So that means it still does affect you in some capacity. So that means the forgiveness is not like, it's not complete yet. You still got to work on it, right? So work on it. We got, hold on, get birds out. Look, how are we going to catch all these guys? There's too many of them. How are we going to get them all? Ah. Yeah, look at the strip. Smoky. But the ghetto bird's out trying to catch people because they're fucking got nothing better to do. Just keep the fucking fire trucks handy, okay? Go park them on the street corners. Have them ready to go, all right? Because you ain't stopping this. This is America.
Look at the street.
Safe and sane. Ooh. Wow. I did 4th of July. I have all 10 fingers still. Everybody, yo, this is the world. That's how it is. Everybody has a shit life. Trust me. I'm hanging by a thread too, man. Trust me. I've got the darkest of days. Ask my girlfriend.
I feel like every 4th of July it's always
but it's the overall mentality that's gonna keep it from messing with you. As long as you're still here, you can still go. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. So many people in worse situations than me really complaining about. I know my situation's not the best, but what am I complaining about? I've seen people that got no limbs and they're doing more shit than I am. I've seen a guy whose hands don't fucking work and he's building cabinets and shit. And I'm like, man, dude's making chessboards and all kinds of dope ass shit out of wood, doing carpentry, and his fucking hands don't work. They're curled up like this. Both of them. But he still pushes wood through the saw. He fucking still uses clamps, nailers, glue guns. Like, it's incredible. He uses an orbital sander. This guy just goes. He's got probably one of the worst, you know what I'm saying, outcomes, but he's still making the best of his shit. So like, what am I complaining about? I have both legs, both arms, all my shit works. I can stand up, I can walk around. What the fuck am I complaining about? And that's why I got to remind myself every day. Nobody else is going to remind me but me. And nobody's going to remind you but you that you are not in the worst position possible compared to other people. You can get that corrected, bud. They could. There's like not like regular chiropractors. Like there's people that'll put you in a machine and they'll like push the individual, like your C1, your C2. They'll push them like into better alignment, so it alleviates like whatever the fuck's fucking with you. You got to figure that shit out. Like I said, even if you got to go into debt for it, fuck it, just do it. If it improves your quality of living and you got to file bankruptcy, fuck it. Just do that. If you're 100% disabled, then, you know, use that to your advantage. He is in Las Vegas. Yes, I am. Jeff McDonald, what's going on, fam? Welcome to the Vegas 4th of July. This is the Air Force Base, actually. So you're probably not going to see too much in this blacked out area, but just past it over there, you're going to see some stuff. and then over there. But the strip just if you want to scroll back a little bit in the stream, you'll see the stratosphere going off and all that shit. Or you could just stay here live and watch it later. And who this? Who this? Who this? Sorry that happened to you. Yeah. But you'll get support here. Don't trip. Like I said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, come in here and talk your shit.
Well, it's like a little concert.
I ain't mad at you. I know, I was like, where's it gonna pop off at? That was a kid screaming.
What the?
Yeah. What if there was fireworks that did that? Just sounded like a big ass fart at the end. It's like a loud ass whistle, and then. Where are you located? This is Nellis Air Force Base. They're kind of changing their name, like on the website and all that, but you know, it's still going to be called Nellis too. But it's like some fucking, I don't know. It's the name of it now. Like their website, like sounds more aggressive. They're playing out. The way it sounds really aggressive. Damn, those ones are bright. Look at those. Where's my wall? Your alcoholic beverage. Tonight's stream brought to you by Signature Select Seltzer Water Mixed Berry.
I got one too.
Am I on the camera good?
Yes.
And watermelon. Seeded watermelon.
Oh my god.
America.
Hey, you don't keep that up.
I know you do.
You stupid old.
Yeah. Oh my God. Plant them seeds, man. I ate them. I ate the seeds. I guess if I poop in the yard, it should grow, right? That was the purpose of seeds anyways. America. Oh my God, the safe and sanes are going. Look at, bro, like that's all like individual houses, like just hundreds of them, thousands of houses within this frame. Yes, do it. I'm gonna do a time lapse of me pooping in the yard and a watermelon growing. When it's dark as shit. It's not dark. I can read it through the camera. It's not alcohol though. It's just fucking seltzer water. I do not drink anymore. You. I've drinking a lifetime's worth of alcohol from the age of 13 until like fucking 35. Okay, I've had plenty. I don't need any more. Trust me. I've had my fill. Where I live, I can hear fireworks starting up, but I can't see a thing. I'm standing on a chair and I still... America. I'm surprised, like, that area right there is kind of considered pretty ghetto. But they're still patriotic. I don't drink anymore either. I don't want to loosen up and whoa. Pepper. Put some pepper on it. Hey, I'm just not a very happy person. I feel like shit. You'll get there, brother. You'll get there. If you go listen to some of my music on my channel, I've got you'll hear how fucked up I've been. So you know what I'm saying. I've made all my own music. Go listen to some of my tracks. I mean, there's funny songs in there and shit. I do parodies. I do fucking battle rapping. I do all kind of shit. But most of my favorite music has been my depressing shit. Iran retaliated? What is this? This is the 4th of July, fam. F1 fanatic. Hey, we do F1 in Vegas here. The strip is right there. Have you come to F1 in Vegas? America. That's why I'm up on my roof watching everybody else's fireworks, because I ain't got the money for this shit. And their fireworks are free to me. And they look just as good as if I were to light them off myself, if not better, because I'm not running away while the thing goes off. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're tasked with lighting off the fireworks, you have to run away from that motherfucker, and usually your back is you're turning around like real fast trying to see what the fuck's going on, and you miss half of it. Here, that motherfucker over there missed half of that firework, and I saw the whole thing. Boom! I don't have money. That's exactly why I live streamed up here. I was like, let me go live up there, see what see what kind of viewership I could get just for doing fireworks live. Because this isn't my normal thing. I stream freaking Pokemon and shit. Do you believe? Yes, of course. Are you crazy? I UFC where about 95% of the fighters profess their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ at the end of a fight, and so do I. Where's this from? This is from Vegas. But I'm not a perfect Christian. I do cuss a lot. That's for sure. But I'll never deny Jesus. It'll never happen. Boom, I got that one perfect. You see that? You'll never catch me pretending to be an unbeliever for the sake of fitting in with whatever the hell group is going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
She was outside.
Was she? She got out? I closed it. I wish I had money to go buy myself some food and water. Post your Cash App or something. I don't know. Maybe someone will throw you some cash. You got Cash App or Venmo? Maybe someone will shoot you a 20. Hold up. Wait a minute. Like, it is popping over there. You're not going to see it that well. But over there, it's freaking going. Look at all that. You see that little, it's so far away, that's why. But that's why I mostly face the other direction, because you can see it better. I have the military paying me for 100%. They should. They should, but hold on. Let's ask for help. I'm here. It's probably because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi while I'm on the roof. Let me scooch back over here to where what's closer to the. I just don't like being close to that edge because if I step back the wrong way, I'm gonna fall off. And I'll still be on the roof, but I'll be on the lower part of the roof. But I still don't want to twist my ankle or some shit. So I got to go to Cali next week. Oh yeah, I love those. I love it. There we go. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. That sucker fills up the sky. I like that one right there. Also, if you have PTSD or anything like that, fireworks on a live stream is a lot less intense than the ones probably going on outside your door right now. Well, I'm going to bed depressed, completely miserable, and hating the entire world. All right. Feel better in the morning, bud. Watch this. I can put my camera from my other phone. And how far can I zoom? It looks so grainy, it's terrible. I'm gonna go until my phone's about finna die, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Do you know I'm only about 200 miles from Vegas? Let's see. I mean, you could be in like Victorville, you could be in like Utah somewhere. You could be in Arizona somewhere. Like Kingman. You could be in Kingman, Arizona. Where are you at? In Vegas. On the ghetto ass east side. It's Afghanistan. I feel like Afghanistan's been forgotten about for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when everything was about Afghanistan? Now it's all Ukraine, Russia, fucking Israel. Bro, let's get back to talking about Afghanistan. I miss the good old days when Afghanistan was the top dog in the conversation. Pakistan better. I don't like any of them. I'll be honest with you. I don't like any. I just don't like them. Bruh. Play the law. Mike Tyson. Play the law. Texas is best. Nah. Texas is humid. They got fucking... They got giant bugs and shit. Ticks. Like, fuck all that. Bro, we don't even... They talk about mosquitoes. Personally. We don't have ticks out here. Oh, you ain't gonna find me having a meat allergy. I'm Alexander the Great. Paulden, Arizona. What about Prescott? It's actually real. Listen, hold on. Let me get on camera for this shit. If you live in Prescott, Arizona, and you call it Prescott, you're an inbred dumbass. The person that the town is named after, their name is pronounced Prescott. If you say Prescott, you're fucking stupid. Just because you're born and raised there by your cousins, uncle, mom, and dad, whatever the fuck they all are in one, doesn't mean shit. It means that you've learned, like every other idiot, to say it wrong. Prescott is incorrect. I get how it's supposed to be said locally, whatever, fuck it. But the correct way, just like Nevada, how we say Nevada, everybody else says Nevada. Nevada is correct, right? But Nevada is how we say it. So that's that. 5-0. Hold on, we got cops right there. That's Metro. Ain't doing shit about none of these fireworks. They ain't doing shit. They're just driving off. Are you in Gilbert? I'm about 30 Arizona. I did some work in Prescott, and I'm gonna call it Prescott because I'm not from there, so I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Just like nobody that's not from Nevada has to say Nevada how we say it. I've done some work there. I stayed up in Prescott, over by that mall, and then we went and worked at the cement fucking plant out there. I forget the name of it, but it fucking sucked, dude. It was hot. It was storming. We had to climb down so listen, when you do stack testing, you have to climb up these fucking 200, 300 foot exhaust stacks and test the ports. Oh, we got a firework right here. Hold up. Right in the street. Wi-Fi is all bad. Yes, right there. Yeah, when you got to climb those, depends on what you're processing, what the plant is. I did the Intel facility in Arizona, and their stacks are fucking hot. It breaks the glass. Because you have to use glass inside of them, or quartz, or whatever the fuck, tubes. I'm not going to be able to get these ones because they're too close now. I want closer ones, and now they're too close. Europeans say Nevada. Listen, it's America's 150th birthday. If a European shows up here, especially a British, all right? If some Brit shows up here, you're getting laid. You're gonna catch these hands, buddy. You're gonna catch these fucking hands. All right? Don't be here right now. What we're celebrating today is our separation from your ass. Don't fucking be here. All right, you little Brit. You're gonna catch both of these hands. Where the strobe rockets? They're out there somewhere. It's hard to catch the entire skyline around Vegas. That'd be cool if I had a 60 camera, actually. I'm going to have to invest in that next year. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, this celebration today is a celebration of our independence from the British and us forming the United States and not accepting fucking parliamentary monarchy. All right? That's what we're about. That's why all these fireworks are going off, because we don't fucks with that shit. All right? Boom, baby. I'm also on cop watch, so if I see a cop, I gotta warn my neighbors, because I'm up high. I can see them coming. So, if you're British, you could be here, but don't tell me you're British. I'm gonna find you. And I'll beat your ass. In the name of America. You guess she's... But I want a scone. No, you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich, motherfucker. All American cheese. Yes, sir. I'm a red coat. See this? Right here?
Right there. You can see your hand half of your face.
Am I zoomed out?
This way. I don't think you are. There you go. And GoPro.
Let me put it straight a little bit. Never mind.
Here.
Mr. Rogers, enjoy.
Go.
Ah.
Go. It hurts mine.
America. America, land of the free, home of the brave. And if you're British, I'm gonna sock you square in the nuts. Today is not your day. Yeah, I'm about 200 miles from you.
Wait, if it's freedom, then why don't
I do have plans to go to Arizona, actually. Because I actually, so I'm a vendor. I do card shows. I sell Pokemans for a living. I sell Pokemans. Because let me tell you, it's a lot better than doing construction. It's funny how the internet gets us so close together, right? And check it out, we got 15 people in here. Well, it fluctuates between like 10 to 15, sometimes 9. But like I don't do fireworks streams, so it's not really like part of the algorithm that I'm part of. But somehow I got hella viewers popping up random. I'm gonna hit the sack. Good night. Peace out. Thank you for coming. You've been a super guest. If you got a chance, there's a channel called Baja Blastin'. I don't know if you guys know who it is, but bro, he's got a character on there called Tarzard. Oh my god, that one cracks me the fuck up. If you feel like shit, Michael, before you go to bed, if you feel like shit, go watch some Tarzard videos. I swear to God, there's something about that character. There's something about Tarzard Just fucking brightens your day. I tell you what. I tell you what, boy. Do you know Jim Skin? He collects those cards. Oh man, I know so many people. I can't remember everybody. There's how many fucking people I come in contact with.
That was lame.
What?
It was a firework and it grew all the way to the top and it just like
little bit of smoke. A little blip.
that was lame.
What the flip? What the flip? If he's anywhere on the West Coast or Western states, I probably might know Jim Skin. Also, this stream brought to you by Naked Doritos.
Disgusting types of chips. They're disgusting.
Nah, she's just making shit up. She don't even know. I mean, the nacho cheese ones I've never been a fan of to begin with. But the naked ones have limited flavors. Like you're only getting this, Cool Ranch, and the hot Cheetos, I think. And I think they just came out with garlic and something else, but not a standard flavor. Oh, and the Cheeto Puffs.
Oh, they have Cheeto Puffs now?
They've been had Cheeto Puffs.
I haven't tried those.
Which
yet.
they're disgusting. You never
They're
tried
not.
the Cheetos?
The hot Cheetos, they're slightly spicier. They have a more
They're disgusting.
throat punchy spice. There we go, on the ground. That one didn't launch in the air. By the way, it sounded off that it was going to fail. That just fucking popped on the ground right there.
There's no other type of chip like that. Y'all couldn't buy it.
She's acting like these naked chips. She's a child. She thinks the food coloring had flavor.
They're naked
All they've
and
done-
they're true.
All they've done was take the food coloring out, and it's the same shit.
They don't even have the same powder.
Founder Fam.
Founder.
Huh?
Founder Fam's got a new name. Founder Fam. What up, Founder? Happy 4th. America. That almost looks like the view from my house. How are you? I'm in Vegas.
How are you, Founder?
Sorry, she's kind of short for the tripod.
She's 5'3" and I'm taller than her.
Let me angle it down a little bit. Do you need a stool?
Can I go to the 7-Eleven that's right here? No. Why? I need some actual good chips.
Oh, Lake Havasu too.
Calming down. Calming down. I wasn't calming
Where
down.
the chip is not. I mean, there's still like a lot of them.
It's not coming down. It's
Oh,
gonna,
hi, Coin. Say hi for us.
oh yeah,
Where's
I'll
she
tell
at?
you later. I'll tell you later. I'm gonna.
Say hi for us, Coin.
These ones are. I don't like the ranch kind. The ranch kind is not the same.
Uh-oh. Nope, they're just pulling over a car. Look. They're not going after fireworks. They're just pulling people over. Bad boys, bad boys.
The guy wasn't even going that fast.
What you gonna do? Oh damn! Hold up. Boo! Let him go! These guys.
Maybe he was speeding. That's why. That guy wasn't even.
It's
going that fast.
45. That means it's technically 60. If it's 45, it's 60. All right. Hola. Give him a warning. Give him a warning.
Oh, he looked.
He looked. I'm trying to get this guy off of his ticket.
I'll hold the chips. I'll hold the chips.
My dad put a bunch of fireworks on the back of his car and lit them. I have American flag cape. Hold up. Let me get a little lower. Yeah, get me in the shot here. Look at this bad boy.
Okay. America.
America. USA, baby. We doing this. If I jump off this roof, I'm flying.
No, you're not.
I'm flying.
No, you're not.
Okay? I don't care what anybody says. I will fly. They pulled him over because he wasn't lighting off illegals. Yeah, you better let him go. Hopefully. Never mind, I still got his ID. He's fooked.
Mom,
When both of the cops go to the passenger side of the car, when both cops go to the passenger side of the car and start making out, that means they're getting a ticket. That means they're getting a ticket.
But you yelled out warning, so.
I said give them a warning.
And they look back at you.
I'm an honorary pull them over. Whoop whoop. That sounded more like a goose.
It kind of did.
Like literally right behind the cop car, they're shooting off illegal fireworks. But this guy gets pulled over for speeding. They don't give a fuck about these fireworks. They want that ticket money right there. It's called the ice races in Alaska. Alaska's dope, actually. I like Alaska.
You went to Alaska?
They're pretty free.
You went to Alaska?
No, but I like their. I like how they run.
Pineapple juice and a little Malibu.
You're too short.
Oh, let me bring it down for you. Okay, try again.
A little Malibu, a little pineapple juice.
And a little
It
girlfriend.
tastes ass. Just so you know.
She did a little.
She's 5'3" and I'm about to pass her. Watch out, do not drop the phone. It's not even real dancing
She's dancing
music.
to the neighbor's music because we don't have any.
It's not even real dancing music. What are you dancing to?
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind because your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine. What happened?
They're walking back.
Give them a warning!
Any wait return?
Oh, look, I could do an auditor. I'm a First Amendment auditor, too, now. Look. Sir. Sir. You're impeding our investigation. No, I'm not. I know my rights. Go home.
fireworks all the way over there making the.
Look at all them bad boys out there. Yeah, exactly. That's what they do. They'll threaten you all month. They'll be like, they'll give you the safe and sane lecture and, oh, well, you know, blowing your fucking hands off and all this other nonsense. Whatever. Okay, great. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one time a year. Everything carries a risk. You driving your fucking car carries a risk, right? But you still take that risk to go places. You could die in a car accident. You could blow your hand off with a firework. We know this. And for one time a year, I think that's a risk that some people are willing to take. And we should let them. You might catch somebody's house on fire. It might be mine. We'll deal with that when we get to that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But to say, oh, well, let's prevent things because, like, let's hinder liberty to be preventative. That's what I don't like. Right? Roman candle fight? I'm 4'11". Wait, that's actually... You're in mid... You're... Can we say mid... Yeah, I can say mid. This is my channel. You're in midget territory. 4'11's like the cutoff, ain't it? You get a parking plaque. You better look into that if you don't have it now.
What's wrong with being 4'11"?
As a grown adult,
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
if you don't go past 4'11, you qualify as a little person. So you get like, you could probably get like disability and shit. Bang!
Oh!
If anything, you get a parking placard. Front row. I would take full advantage, whether I'm proportionate or not. Damn, I'm cooked.
Is that your birthday?
Bro. No, leave it up here. The fucking Ravens will pick it up and we'll have friends.
Grab it!
Have you seen the videos where people are like befriending like crows and ravens by giving them shiny shit and food and shit? I want to do that. No, because they're in the Bible. The ravens in the Bible. They're like God's birds. What is that PFP? Which one, mine or someone else's? Mine's Lugia. But if you're talking to somebody else, I have no clue. All right.
How are they still pulling him over?
Someone's gonna have to go get more watermelon.
I'll do it. Actually,
I like watermelon.
not in a shop.
I like watermelon. Cheers.
The dancing lady.
I made it myself.
Reweigh yourself.
Why did you have to make it so curvy? Are you bricked up? Are you bricked up from the curviness?
Oh, the cops. They're back at the windows.
Let's see what's going on with my buddy that I tried to get off on a warning. He doesn't need to be getting off on a warning. They've been there entirely too long for a warning. Hey, let him go! Fuck. I feel like that was a ticket.
Yeah.
I tried to be his on-spot attorney, but it didn't work out, so Nope, yep, he's going back to the car again. Fuck. I tried, brother. It's fucking America's birthday, bro. Let people celebrate. If you're not lighting off your illegal fireworks, let them drive fast. Jeez. I got watermelon all over my face. I'm sticky. I feel like if I lay down for 5 minutes, there will be ants all over me.
Someone has a mini concert with lights.
Fall off the roof.
She looks like an autistic donkey.
No one will ever know. Luke and Brooke sitting in a tree. Uh-oh. We're matchmakers on this channel. Let's go. Because I'm fat. Maybe I am. Oh, yeah. James. If you ain't heard that song, Trinidad James.
Who's thick? I'm thick.
She ain't fat, bruh. She's just a little thick.
Who's thick?
Brooke.
Brooke, you thick? That's juicy.
Brooke has Luke bricked. That's like a fucking nursery rhyme. That should be a title of a children's book. Brooke has Luke bricked.
Oh, they're missing the shoe.
Best country in the world, beans and rice. Are you a femboy? What the fuck's going on? What kind of questions are we asking today? We'll get a little snippet going. Where's the mic at on this bitch? I don't even know.
For all my gorgeous, healthy sisters all around the world, I'm talking the 175 and up club. We cook good, we eat good.
She ain't fat, bruh. She's just a little thick. Bro, my neighbors lit off like 3 fireworks and gave up after the failed one.
Oh, they went.
The one blew up on the ground and they fucking quit. They lit off 3 and left. They said, fuck that. I ain't burning nothing today. Trust me, I ain't scared of fireworks. I've had them blow up in my face. I'm gonna be worried about it. I guess we eating gunpowder tonight, boys. Definitely snorting it. Are you in Bakersfield? No, I'm in Las Vegas. What? What is that? What is that?
I told you some of them are lame.
Oh, that looked like a drone. Bro, I was tripping on that one. I thought they were shooting the drones out trying to catch people. Look at that strip. That's the Vegas Strip over there. You see the stratosphere, aka the Strat. I do frequently go to Cali. I'll be in Cali actually Wednesday. I'm driving in the morning Wednesday, and I'll be there till Sunday. I'll be in Torrance, Santa Ana, and Pomona doing card shows. So if you're in any of those areas, stop by, buy a Pokemon's card.
If you see a Squirtle. A Squirtle or a pony?
A Squirtle.
Oh, what if I go bring Squirtistic?
Squirtism.
Should I go get Squirtistic? I don't know.
Yo, I know Luke in real life. He mocked me for real. Whoa, what? Those are lame. What the fuck is that even?
Little fart.
Yo, free eats. Bro, what is... it's so dramatic on the way up, and then it's just like, beep, beep. The discount fireworks are fucking hitting. Oh, Maya. We're waiting for somebody's finale. We need a grand finale from one of these motherfuckers out here. Boom! It's true, I do know him. Pray for USA. What for what? Look at us. Look at the vast majority of... There's nothing really... I mean, yeah, you could pray for us. Whatever. Do what you gotta do. Right? You could always pray. Everybody could use prayer all the time. But bro, look how much of this town is doing all right tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here partying.
Is that a little kid?
We doing the damn thing. All these fireworks. All these. The way you spelled it. Like a skateboard trick. All these fireworks. Do you guys want to know if I have a boner or not? I'm assuming you. I always assume that somebody does. You know what I'm saying? Because you never want to get caught slipping. So I always assume somebody's got a boner. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready for anything. Destroy the flock cameras with fireworks, please. Yes. That for sure I don't like is any kind of camera in the public from the government anyways. A citizen can record whatever the fuck they want whenever they want, but the government should not be surveilling any public or private unless it's their own fucking building. I'm definitely a big proponent of small government. I'm not a big government kind of guy. I absolutely hate government. I hate taxes. I hate all that shit. I want to just be able to make fucking money and live. If the only taxes they should be allowed to keep is maybe sales tax, maybe. And not on food either, but like on, you know, shit, recreational shit. Other shit you buy. But that's it. Leave my money in my motherfucking pocket and I'll spend it. Stop fucking with me. And you'll get your cut when I buy something. You know what I'm saying? When I pay for something, you'll get your fucking cut. Otherwise, get the fuck out of my pocket. Why do we have to pay to live? Exactly. You shut up. That's why we don't teach economics. Or they don't teach economics, yeah. Because if you catch on too soon, you'll actually revolt. But when you work yourself, we got a squirtistic right here. Squirt, squirt, squirt.
The tail is so messed up. And the shell.
Squirt. You shut up, Donald Trump. I don't do shit. Pedo Nation says. The happiest countries on the planet have high taxes and no religion. You know what? They're also all white. Did you notice that part too? Did you notice that? They're very low population. Hold on. Because let's get to the reality here. People who have good working social systems, right? They're all white, or they're still mostly well over 90% white. They're very low population, like in the few millions, and that's it, right? And everybody works. You cannot get that in a nation that is diverse as this and has such a high population and way more people willing to not do shit. And that's the problem. It's just the reality. Anytime someone wants to compare like a small European country that has like fucking realistically, not total population, because total population includes children, realistically has maybe 1 to 2 million people who actually work, right? Not the children who go to school and do all that other shit and depend on their parents. They want to compare them. People want to compare that to a country that is basically 200 to 250 million people working population of adults, right? 250 million people. And it's not all white. It's a big mix of immigrants and all this other shit that come here and they try to build a life from the ground up. We're not talking about these generational whites that already start out in a good position and they have nobody leeching off of their system. Everybody works. It's small enough and functional enough. 300 million is a fuck ton of people. When you compare it to the European nations you're trying to compare for social programs. You have never left the country. You don't need to leave. First off, you don't need to leave a country to know statistics, because every developed nation has statistics. You could look at the numbers. You don't need to go there to see shit. You can't visually see shit. China has 1.5 billion. China, look, this is what I'm saying. This is what you're not getting because you're brain dead. China is Chinese people. It's majority, vast majority, one race of people who are very submissive in culture. So they submit to their government because that's their culture. They're not defiant in any way. They're very, very much culturally unified, not like other nations that are diverse. I'm telling you, once you put diversity into a nation, if you took other culture and you injected it into China, it would fail immediately. If you were to transfer our welfare system to China, that whole country would fail. I promise you. Put everybody on EBT on China's tax dollars in the US and watch how fast that country fails. That's what I'm saying, and you're not getting that. You're not understanding that diversity often makes it harder for a country to be unified. Because everybody wants to pull in different directions their own fucking way. I know you like to think you're tough by talking, but travel is the greatest education. No, it's not. Reading is the greatest education. Go fucking read, dumbass. Just because you visit a city and get a passport stamped doesn't mean you automatically know everything about that country all of a sudden. Like, that's what makes you stupid. You think that because you stayed in a fucking hotel beating your meat for fucking 3 days in a different country that makes you an expert about that country. You're fucking stupid. You have to understand the history of nations. You have to understand the government of nations. You got to be able to fucking read so you know about those nations, and you're not doing that. You're saying, well, I stopped here for a couple of days, so now I'm an expert and I can speak on all those things because you haven't been there. Shut the fuck up. You're a retard. You're an absolute fucking retard. I hate when people think that just because they go somewhere, they're certified. They got you know what I'm saying? Like they got a PhD. Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking tourist. You took some pictures with a fucking statue and you think you know shit. You don't read. You don't fucking read. This fucking Richard retard. Here's the thing is I don't really need to relax because he's not really upsetting me. I'm just telling him how stupid he is. He thinks he knows shit. Like, these are the fucking little armchair activists that don't fucking actually know shit. They just think that because they suck other cultures' dicks, right? And they're like, we need that culture's fucking methods over here. They think that because they do that they're right. They think because they sit in an echo chamber and they don't read, or like they don't educate themselves at all. They just visit places. Like, I could go to Chuck E. Cheese. That doesn't mean I can fucking work on all the games. Just because I fucking went and spent tokens there. Shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. Relax, it's a holiday. I know, it's America's birthday, and I'm wearing a fucking USA American flag cape. He pays rent to an immigrant. I own a house. First off and foremost. The speech is great with this background. Hey, look, here's your firework. Right there, fuck boy. Now, go be a communist somewhere else, weirdo. That shit don't work here. You didn't hit a nerve. You're just dumb as shit. You think because you're obnoxiously stupid that hits other people's nerves? Just because you're brain dead and you have extra chromosomes? That's not how it is. I'm just explaining to you. That way, next time you go and you try to pull some dumb shit with somebody else, like thinking you're smart, you think of me. Because I'm going to pop up in your head and you're going to remember everything I told you, dumbass. Because you don't read, like I said, and you haven't denied it yet. Because you don't fucking read. And you're going to remember that you don't read, and then you're going to realize, oh yeah, I'm just a stupid ass that's fucking in here trying to assert my opinions as facts. Stop cussing. Nope, it's a free speech live. I'm sorry. It's America's birthday. It's free speech. Trump won, evil lost. The Adventures of Smokey and Bandit. 250 years of lies and control. Bro, go move to Cuba then, dude. Lies and control. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, no nation was born on fucking any truths. Do you not realize that? Trump is gay for not putting... Is Trump even... He doesn't have to be. Have you read the Bible? Everywhere in the freaking Bible, God has used people that are not Christian. They're non-believers. He's used them for a purpose. It doesn't matter what anybody is anywhere. Everything happens for a reason. Whether it's a Democrat president or a fucking Republican president comes in or any other nation goes to war, all this shit's going to happen for a fucking reason because it's supposed to. You guys don't realize this. You're not getting these things happening because of fucking, like, just because. It's already all like, this is like predestined. We just don't know. You know what I'm saying? God knows the script. He's the script writer. He knows the play. We don't. We're just fed the lines as we go. Appreciate your opinion, sweetie. Nothing better to do. Amen. Too many lies. Brother, God sets up rulers and removes rulers. Yes. Look at that one. Bam. Yo, where'd my boy Luke go? Here's the problem with most people who share their opinions is that their opinions come from their friends and shit. They come from their social groups. Like all these people formulate opinions and they make assumptions about how things operate, and then they run with it like it's a fact that they learned in a history book or something. It's incredible how this newer generation's minds work. Like they don't actually know history. They don't know economics. They don't know how taxes work. They don't know how businesses work. And then they go out there and they, with their whole ass chest, talk about shit like it's facts. They use opinion as facts. It's fucking embarrassing. Seriously. You Cali or Phoenix? Right in Vegas. You must be drunk. No, I'm very much do not drink. But I am spitting the utmost facts. I'm reading like 90% of my day. I spend reading. You are hammered. Sure. If that's what helps you cope with your opinions, that's fine. You can say I'm hammered all you want. You can believe what you want. If that helps you cope with your fucking opinions that are incorrect, then that's fine. If that's what prevents you from doing self-harm, go ahead and believe that. Because I know this world is not built for you to handle. The way this world functions, you can't handle it. And so your reactions of anger and pushing false information, that's what gets you through the day, because then you feel like a hero in your own story. And if that's what keeps you from, cutting your wrist, then fucking do it. Opinion's incorrect. I'll share mine as well. And I know when people share their opinions and then somebody else has a rebuttal, that's when like people start getting all butthurt. Like, no, you were supposed to just run with my opinion. No. What state are you in? Looks like palm trees. This is Vegas, Nevada. Nevada. Palm trees with the scorpions. Freshly imported from Arizona. Thank you guys so much for your Arizona bark scorpions. Nevada had our own scorpions, a bark scorpion variant. So there's like over 70 different kinds of bark scorpion alone, right? Nevada had our own, which was a milder sting. It still was painful. It could still sometimes put you in the hospital, but not as much as the Arizona bark, right? It wasn't as painful. It didn't have as much of the neurological effects from their sting. Summer Evie, what's going on? I used to live in Henderson. You will probably get stung. I've never been stung. I've actually I've studied entomology a little bit. Touched on a few things with arachnids, but not so much as insects. Where do you work? I'm self-employed. I like Vegas. TDS is real. Maybe tonight. Well, actually, in my side of town, there's no scorpions really. Like, people don't really report scorpions around here. Unless they plant new palm trees, but they hardly ever survive beyond the yard that they go in. It's pretty well established here, especially with the predation, like other animals that already exist in this area. If you go to the newer parts of Vegas where they're building new, where the scorpions have had an opportunity to thrive without human intervention and other predators in the areas, then they're going to have higher rates of scorpion activity. Lake Mead, vote for Kamala. She lost, brother. Sorry. It's just what it is. It's just like Trump lost his second try. Fuck it, we had to deal with what half the country didn't want. The other half wanted it, the other half didn't. That's just how it is. We're always going to deal with people we don't like in office. It's going to happen. Well, here's the thing. So, if you're talking about the Epstein files, here's one thing you've got to understand from the get-go. And this is before we even get into, like, let's read them. You know what I'm saying? The files were in the possession of who? Ask that question. People need to start asking themselves questions and then answering them. This is what helps you build intellectual capabilities. So ask yourself, who was in possession of the files from the get-go? The people that were in the possession of the files are the people that are purportedly in the files, correct or not correct? Who was in charge of the files? That's what I'm trying to ask you. And you're going off topic. Who possessed the files? The people that are in them? Then you're not really getting what's the truth about them, are you? Just like you're not going to get the truth about 9/11. You're not going to get a truth about fucking Flight 800, you know, that was shot down over the ocean. You're not going to get the truth from the people who hold all the evidence. Do you not know what it means that whoever's sealing the files are the people that are in them? I'm telling you, the agencies and all these people that hold the information are the same people that are part of the information. From the beginning to the end, they're the ones holding all the information. And you think that it's going to get out to you somehow in any meaningful and honest way? Are you slow? I thought this channel was about Pokemon. No, it's about the 4th of July tonight. And we could talk about whatever the fuck we want. Because it's freedom. You're telling me the government is in possession of files from the start, right? The government is in the files, and you're expecting whatever information you're being fed to be true. First off, right? Now, let's get into what's in the files, right? Because the files are available. You could use whatever means you want to search the files. You could use AI to search the files. You could use fucking search engines to search the files. What is the contents of the files? That's what we need to know. But we've already got in the back of our mind that the files are handled by the people who are responsible for these alleged acts, right? These alleged crimes against children. So the government investigates themselves. The government is implicated in these files, and you want somehow there to be truth coming from that. It's not going to happen, because the people that are supposedly in the files are the same people. They're on both sides of the aisle. They're Democrats, they're Republicans, they're independents, they're whatever the fuck. And you think that these people that are put in power, that put themselves in power with money that you give them, that donors give them to put themselves in power, you think that the truth is going to come out of that somehow? That's insanity. Right? Am I right or no? Anyone in the mood for Project X? What's going on? And what's even worse is, so the government, and not even just the US government, like governments globally are involved in this. Like royal bloodlines are involved in this. Like there's global governments involved in all this shit, right? And then we expect the people at the lowest rung of this ladder to investigate the highest powers of these nations and come up with any kind of answers. It's insanity. So how can you, I just don't understand how you can logically come to a point where it's like, oh, the files, like they had the files the whole time. They investigated themselves. They were implicated. They can remove and add whoever the fuck they want, right? If people are in or out of the club, guess what? Your name's getting removed. And if you're out of the club, your name's getting put on. And then you're fed out to the public. That's what they do. They use these types of things to feed the public a certain type of information to give anybody they want a negative image if they fall out of lines of the club. There's a club. All these politicians that you think hate each other go to fucking lunch together. The minute they're done arguing in their chambers and all this other fucking bullshit, guess where they're at? They're at some fancy restaurant writing off their meal on their taxes because it's business. Nobody, yeah, exactly. Nobody's going to be honestly held accountable for anything because it's in there. They own all the information. They literally own it. They own and they investigate themselves. How do you expect that? If I murder somebody and they put me on the jury and they make me the judge of my own murder trial, do you think I'm going to go to prison or no? This is exactly what they're doing. This is why I have to ask you guys questions. Because I want you guys to think a little bit harder about shit. Because I don't think you're using the full capacity of your brain before you make statements. Hey, bud, I have a question. Go ahead. And I get that you guys think, oh, well, you're trying to like vouch for them or whatever the fuck. That's not even what it is. It's about who starts with the information that you're being fed. And so then where do you really plan to end up with on a moral scale when the shit they're telling you is the shit that they wrote, the information they gathered on themselves and then removed whatever they wanted? We can't have... Listen, anybody who's like rich and powerful is a weirdo. From judges to attorneys, lawyers, politicians, big successful people like corporate entities, CEOs. All those people are like, they're like sexual deviants. Like they're all weirdos. They all go these weird events and these weird parties with each other. And one of the reasons why I know this is because when I was my grandfather was an attorney, right? He was an attorney and he made a shit ton of money here in Vegas. He knows a ton of people. He always went to these events. I was at his house because I used to stay the night there. I would go through his office and kind of like snoop around on his old ass computer. This was back like Windows 98, you know, type shit, like fucking Windows Home or Windows XP and all that shit. I snooped on the computer and I saw like shit that I don't think I should have seen as a kid, that like, you know, like calendar events for like these weird like sexual parties. And I'm like, is this my grandpa's shit? Like, he's like, he portrays himself, you know what I'm saying? Like as this like do-good person. But then he's got like this dark secretive like sexual deviant thing going on. Like he's got like planned events for like these weird events at his offices and shit. So like it made me think as a young child, like a preteen coming up, like, man, what are like people with money doing? And then as I got older, I started hearing about like all these weird parties that people have that are like rich people and shit, like these Diddy parties and shit, like that kind of shit. This happens with rich people all the fucking time. Right? And my own grandfather was like doing weird shit like behind closed doors. Like I was like, what the fuck did I just find? Like I thought I was gonna find like, you know, stacks of cash hiding in his drawers and shit. And it wasn't none of that. It was kind of some weird shit that I was like, the fuck? So, well, broke people do stuff. Yes, broke people do weird shit too. But these people like plan events for it. It's kind of like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like they do it in this big weird fashion, like club style shit. You know what I'm saying? Like other people do weird, like poor people do weird shit, but like solo by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they're sexual deviants on their own. They're not doing like these weird group events and like wife swap, like doing all these weird shit. You know? You found giant dildos and stuff? No, I didn't. I was looking for them after I saw that shit, though. I was like, wait up, there's got to be some weird shit around the house. They must have kept it somewhere else, because it wasn't ever in the house. At least not where I could find it. There could have been like a floor safe or some secret compartment in a fucking wall somewhere. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a big ass house. Like, my grandfather had a big fucking houses, and he moved frequently too. They'd always buy houses here and then sell it, and then buy another house and then sell it, because they also had like a real estate business. So my grandmother was running that part. So you know they made money, right? There's cops like right down the street here. I think they caught somebody over like 2 streets down. I seen their lights. But yeah, you got to be weary of even your own people. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a biased person at all. I don't really hold biases. I don't hold any racial biases because I'm fucking brown. I don't hold none of that shit. Like, I just know I'm an American. I was born in the US, and I want my country to be a functional fucking country for all the people that are born and raised here. That's it. I want everybody to have a fucking job or do whatever the fuck it is they want to do to be successful, whether it be employed, self-employed, or figure some shit out. And I don't want the government in everybody's fucking business. And I don't want taxes too high. That's all I fucking know. Because fuck taxes. And yeah, at this point, like, you can hate it for whatever. I don't care. Every nation has like a fucking very primitive upbringing. Every developed nation has a very primitive fucking like conquest styled beginning. Their genesis is conquest. It always has been. But everybody wants to point at like just the US a lot. Like, oh, look what the US did. They did this and they did that. Who gives a fuck? Bro, that's done and over with. It's been done. We now live in a civilized society because of that. And I'm large part Native American. And I hear all these other natives that fucking talk all this shit like they want to go back to teepees and get rid of hospitals and just go live out in the middle of fucking nowhere and die in their 30s. They're not going to do that. But they're going to sit here and complain about this civilized nation that's been afforded to them. Yes, through some wrongdoings and shit like that and manipulation and lies. But it is assimilate to that, or you're going to fail out of it. Just like you're going to continue to school and make good grades, or you're going to fail out of school. You're not going to be like, oh, well, I just want to go back to the days where I was fucking rubbing leaves on my cuts and shit. Fuck that. I want AC. I want hospital access. I want healthcare. I want my fucking vehicle. I don't want to be wandering around barefoot. I don't want some fucking shaman sticking leeches to my nutsack because I feel sick. Fuck that.
Broke the punching machine.
Maybe a dishwasher. I'm going into the woods. And that should be your choice, man. If you want to go like live off grid and, you know, be outside of society, that should be allowed too. Like, I hate the government like to go find people that are actively living in like remote woods and trying to survive off the land in homestead and then try to prosecute them. That's such fucking bullshit. If you want to live free, oh my God, that thing blew up on the ground. Bro, did you see that thing arc and flash on the ground? Damn. And but yeah, I want people to be able to choose what the fuck they want to do. If they want to be successful and live out in the woods and survive off the land, let them fucking do that. If it's uninhabited land, nobody owns it. If the government owns it, then it's fucking public. Let the people live in it. If it's privately owned, of course. If it's been claimed and bought by a citizen, then don't be on that land unless they let you be on their land. If you can work out a deal with a landowner and say, hey, let me live on your property and I'll do this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? I'll fucking work on your crops or whatever the fuck. You know, like I'll keep it cleaned up. I'll fucking, you know, do maintenance. Do that shit. It's sketchy. Either freedom for a job or the freedom to go hunt and gather. I don't mind either. If that's what people want to do, don't fucking steal from people. Don't do don't rob people. Like, the minute you put yourself in the position that you're going to rob and steal and somebody acts accordingly and ends your existence, I think that's okay. I think it is a-okay to end a useless individual's existence if they're encroaching on your privacy and your property and putting your family in danger. I think it's perfectly fine to euthanize those individuals because they're proving that they're not trying to be functional in society at all. They're just trying to take what's not theirs that other people work for, and you should be removed from the list. Man, I'm a couch potato. If you can make money on the couch, do it. If you're going to live stream from the couch and people watch and donate and all you're doing is like eating Cheetos and scratching your ass and that's how you make income, then fucking do it. That's the liberty that every nation should be affording that at this point. Not just America. And one of my other opinions, this might be controversial, but I really truly do think we need to step away from conflicts overseas and invade countries that are attached to us. I'm talking about going into Mexico and eradicating cartels, going into Central America and eradicating all the gangs and cartels out there, and just working our way down and giving people a fucking place to live instead of them having to run away to a different place. That's how I feel like we should be better using military. We shouldn't not have a military, but we should be using it to help our neighbors so they can actually be prosperous and not corrupt by drugs and fucking gangs. Like, the amount of money we've spent on wars since 9/11 till now could have fixed every fucking Latin nation that's attached to us. And people no reason to run away, and we wouldn't even have an immigration issue here. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I love when people like try to talk about like fixing immigration for this nation. Like, we wouldn't even have the problem if we would help them fix theirs. Let's do that. Fuck them neighbors. Yeah, I don't like when people just want free shit or don't want to work for anything. It's kind of weird to me, but you know, there's a billion ways to make money nowadays. So like I said, if homegirl wants to fucking eat Cheetos on the couch and people watch and pay, make that your job. I don't give a shit. As long as you're making the money and not depending on other people. Tom McDonald's all right. I just he's very repetitive to me. Cause listen, I make music. I do rap music as well. A lot of Tom's earlier music I like better than what he does now. Like, even like on the political side of shit, like it's overly repetitive for me because I'm very hypercritical of my own writing. So like when I listen to other people, I got to be very if I'm going to be hypercritical of myself, it's a guarantee I'm going to be hypercritical of others' lyricism. So when people write songs, and it's boring to me. Well, yeah, they're not really rap per se, but they do talk about the same topics that his rap songs do go into. Like, if you listen to, like, you know, from like all the way back in his like when he did his White Boy song and all that shit, or yeah, he has this older song called White Boy, I think, something. But he always does this whole shtick where he's like white, black, left, right. He always says that, like, in every single political song he does. He always says left, right, white, black. He always does that, and he says that so many times in different songs. And it, it, it bothers me because of how critical I am of my own writing process. There's an older White Boy song. It's not the newer one. The more country, or I don't know what it is. I don't even, it doesn't really like fit fully country. It's like kind of like, it's kind of pop and country with a little bit of rap in it. So it's like it reaches into different genres at the same time. But yeah, I mean, and again, like that's fine because not everybody likes like really deep, really elaborate music. So like I said, Tom McDonald's is fine. Like clearly he gets the views, he makes the money being repetitive like that because people just like catchy tunes and like, you know, just something they can vibe with. It doesn't always have to be intricate shit. But how I am, I love like having to scratch my head and think about rhymes. So, you know, Tom McDonald's like not at the top of my list. A lot of his music I do play. I listen to it periodically sometimes. But he's definitely not like, you know, he's not in my like top 10 or anything like that. Yeah, the one that's in the school. Yeah, that's the one. All right, 10, I'm going to go watch porn. All right. I see so many people begging here, and I tell them every time to get a job. Yeah, those people don't want a job because they've been conditioned. That's the other problem, is that people get so conditioned into becoming dependents instead of independent. And unfortunately, it is mostly the left side of politics that does that shit. They sabotage people by saying, oh, we'll do programs for you, we'll help you out. But you don't do anything to like, they give you the fish, they don't teach you to fish. That's the problem. And I grew up on that phrase of, you know, teaching a man to fish instead of giving a man a fish. So like a lot of the left politics do the give a fish shit instead of teaching the fish. And so it sets you up for failure in the long run. And not just you, the people that gotta fucking hold your ass up your whole life. Because now you're addicted. It's like a drug. You've become an addict to assistance. And again, that's government. And that's why I said less government. And that's the problem with, again, with the left, is that they're pushing for more and more government, and they're telling people, well, you need this program, you need these protections from us, we're going to fight for you so you can have protections for your demographic, right? Your type of people, for you people, right? We're going to give you protections, just keep hiring more and more of us. And then they get on the payroll and they don't do shit. They made all these promises. They increased the number of fucking politicians they need in their fucking, you know, in their city hall and all that shit. But now they're still not doing anything. So like, get the fuck out there. Less government means more trillionaires. Dude, honestly, I don't care. Like, less government, more trillionaires is way better than more government. Because again, not everybody has the same ambitions in life, right? Not everybody wants to go as high as being a millionaire, a billionaire. So what do they need? They need a job that doesn't get them to that point, right? They don't have the ambition to go all the way as far as their mind can take them. They're content with renting an apartment for the rest of their life and, you know, just paying their bills and being able to smoke their weed, right? And that's, like I said, that's fine. But the people who create jobs give you those jobs. Otherwise, you don't have those jobs. Government's not going to give you a job. They're going to tell you get on a program until the billionaires run out. The Spanish are the same conquerors as Spain is European. They're the same conquerors. So Spain went to like Mexico, South America, and all that other shit, right? Some of these islands off the coast. Spain conquered that, while Britain was conquering North America for the most part, except for the Mexico part. So Spain is just as much a colonizer, if not more, than Britain was. And this is why I said it's very important to read. Spain was not the first. The natives were already here. So the natives come from the land bridge and like Polynesia. Those are people that came like fucking 50,000 years ago, whatever it was, and they settled here and they evolved here. And they became their own race of people, their ethnicity, their culture. They came here to the barren land, right? Nothing was here except for animals and shit. The Asians that came here and became Native Americans, those are the originals. Spain did not come here until essentially it's still modern times. You know, within documented reach. Natives, you can't even really document everything that happened in the time that natives were on this land, because it was so long ago, like prehistory. That's what prehistoric is, right? It's prehistorical documentation. Spain came here during times of documentation, so they're not even close to first nothing. They're just a colonizer like everybody else was. So Spain did have a different method of how they still killed millions of millions, whether that be through disease, through slavery, through fucking whatever, conquest, wars, conflicts, whatever you want to call it. Spain depleted the native population, Mexico and further south, the same way Britain came here and depleted the northern natives. The difference was that Spain came with a lot of religion. So they were using the religion part to integrate themselves into the native population by forced rape and all these other things. So they had a lot more children with the natives, which became the modern day Mexican. The Britons didn't do that. They just came here and fucking killed. They didn't give a fuck about mingling with people. But they wanted to force a religion from Spain, so they did mingle more because they wanted to push that Catholicism onto the natives in the southern parts. Yes, the mestizos. So their method was different for Spain because they had a religion to push. So they did blend genetically to create Mexicans. I'm Native American, dude. I'm native, brother. I don't sound like it. I don't sound like it. I don't look like it. Until I cut my hair here and grow this out, you won't think I'm native. But trust me, if you see like my uncles, my aunt, my grandmother, if you see like all my family that grows their hair out and they're involved in the tribal shit, if you see them, you'll know I'm native. And yes, it is history, and we should move on from like, at least we can study it and we can understand what happened, but like when we get to the point where we're like, oh, we need to take this country back and we need to, that's just such a that's so dumb to me. Like, you want to erase society so that you can go do what? So you can go live in a teepee somewhere? Like I said earlier, you want a shaman putting leeches on your nutsack when you feel sick? Or you want to be able to go buy medicine that actually works? I'm Nitsitapi, which is the Blackfoot tribes from like Montana and Canada. I have Cheyenne as well from the same area. So those are like Algonquin tribes, right? And then on my mom's side, I have Apache and some other like little bits of whatever, but it's mostly Apache. You think, what do you mean? I have mostly Native American blood. What do you mean I have ancestors? So everybody has ancestors. But here's the thing. Okay, so if we want to boil down to ancestry, this is where people get a little bit confused about humanity in general, right? So you want to argue ancestry, which can go back 50,000 years, whatever. But realistically, we all came from the same place. We're from one origin. Humanity is from one origin. Overall. If you really want to go down to ancestry, we all are from one origin. And so at the end of the day, like even these little arguments about, you know, who was here and there first, like, that was all just luck of the draw, brother. We were all humans in the same spot at one point, and we all migrated outward into different groups and tribes, and we all evolved and changed for our climates and our weathers and our freaking environments, and we became what we are. That's the only reason why we're different now, but we started the same. So at the end of the day, like even all the arguments that you hear about people like talking all that shit, like it's just fucking so overall pointless to argue about race. And this is why I tell you I'm Native and all this other shit, but like throughout my day-to-day thought process, I'm not like thinking, oh man, I'm Native American. Like I think of myself as a human, and I look at other people as like humans and shit like that, unless I really need to judge them because their character is seeming a little bit off. Like off rip, you know what I'm saying? Like I will judge people, and I'll be like, oh, these people are building up that stereotype, because that's what they do, because they fit into their own stereotypes. I don't make the stereotype for them. People make stereotypes for themselves. But when people are like normal humans and they don't put themselves into a stereotype, I don't think of them outside of just being a human in front of me. But when people make themselves so fucking different and so off the wall about, you know, how they function, that's when I like get hella judgy. Serious. I don't care. You can call it prejudice or whatever you want, but it is what it is. It's not my fault you're acting so fucking weird and different and portraying yourself as a piece of shit. Because look, when we die and we go to our creator, we're not any race. You leave this fucking body, you leave this vessel of cells and melanin that evolved to fit your environment or your ancestral environment. You're nothing once you leave this body. I'm not ready. You become a spiritual being or whatever you want to believe. I don't care what you believe. You die, you go to heaven. You're one with everybody else. You're the same thing as everybody else. You're not married. You're not a brother. You're not anybody's sister. You're none of that when you die. When we say Native American, how many generations are we talking about? I'm 4 generations deep. If I'm not Native American, what am I? human. At the end of the day, you're human. That shit here. See this freedom? I'm free to think differently. I don't have to believe what you believe. Even coming from like a same ethnic background or racial background. It doesn't matter. If you want to identify as like American fucking 24/7, or even like bring it up all the time, or use it as some kind of tool to separate myself from the rest of the humans around me, then I'm not going to. If I want to blend in with the society that I'm part of now, I'm going to. And if you want to stay separate, do that. But don't be like weirdly supremacist. I honestly, I don't, because I don't, like I said, I'm not deep. My aunts, my uncle, my cousins, like all them people that live in Colorado and shit, and closer to their tribal origins and all that shit, they're more involved with that shit. I'm not. I'm not Native American whatsoever. Genetically, I am. That's the only reason why I say it. But culturally, I am not. I don't follow tribal nothing. I don't have a tribal name. None of that. I just do me. I do American U.S. citizen shit. But that's me. If you want to be tribal, if you want to go dance around, you want to go slam drums, you want to fucking, you want to hit the powwows, do that shit. That's fine. Is that? Yes, it probably is. There's definitely UFOs, because Area 51 is about that way. Somewhere off in that region. And actually, when I was a young kid, I was laying in my grandfather's truck, in the bed of the truck, right? And way up in the clear night sky, not anything close. You could tell distance, right? It looked like it was about as high up as like satellites are. We'll just call it that, right? I saw this fucking orb, and my cousin was laying next to me. Well, we were in Henderson, which is actually out that way. But so the orb came from this direction, actually. It was a bright white orb, and it shot across the sky like faster than my fingers actually moving. And it went like that. And okay, let's say we're out in Henderson now, right? It went right above where we were laying, and it did this twice, and then fucking launched back that way. And I was like, that can't be a satellite, because satellites don't do loops, right? They don't do double loops and then take back off where they came from. They go with the orbit. I was abducted once. That was the cartel, brother. And I'm sorry about that. They did things to butt things. You were a mule, buddy. You had balloons in you. You shouldn't have balloons. Fuck, that's hilarious. Maybe that's why I couldn't sleep for 4 days after. One of them balloons broke. Boy, straight, that's a main line to the bloodstream right there. Rectal balloons, yes sir. Everything I've ever seen could absolutely be, I'm not saying it was alien. Like I said, Area 51. I'm not saying any of that shit was alien. I do believe, no, I don't just believe. I'm going to say I know that we have technologies that we're not ready for. Like, not we, but they, I guess. Those same powers that have all the information that they feed you have technology that you're not ready for, buddy. And they've had it for decades. Probably a century. Yeah. And they'll probably show up and try to get me sometime soon, because I'm talking about it live. But yeah, after that night, I for sure, like, there's nothing in my mind that doubts that there's some form of technology way greater than the shit we use on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Like your cell phone, Chat GPT, that's nothing. I feel like our agencies and our secretive governments and our shadow governments, I feel like those people have traveled deep into space on whatever the fuck it is that flew over my head when I was like 9 years old. That's what I wholeheartedly believe, and no one can ever take that away from me because I saw it. You're a goofball, stop it. Aliens might be a cover-up for that. I get that some people say, oh, well, the universe is so fucking big and all this, right? And that, you know, there's no way, there's no other life, right? But, okay, so if the universe is like almost as infinitely possible, you know how they say, like, you can, whatever you think of probably happened somewhere in the universe, right? Or even in another dimension. Okay, so if anything that I think of is possible anywhere in the universe, then it's possible that an alien's going to stop right in front of me right now, right? Because the universe is so infinitely possible. But where is it? Right? That possibility should have happened because enough time has elapsed that every possibility could have happened. Bob Lazar is actually one of my favorite fucking people. Like, there's just something so comforting about the way he talks about everything he's experienced. Also, movies like Interstellar, they're just like, they scratch an itch in my brain. If you've ever seen Interstellar, like, of the possibilities, like dimensional possibilities that occur in that movie Interstellar, like, or the movie Prometheus, like, it's probably like considered a flop of a movie, Prometheus, but some of those concepts in that movie just like tickle the brain to a degree where you're like, man, what if, you know? We say they don't give a shit, but they have to give a shit. There's no fucking way they wouldn't. But again, like I said, if it's infinitely possible, then what I just said a minute ago should have happened already. But it didn't. Does life on other planets, do you truly mean like it's gonna be like us? No. Does it truly mean it's gonna be anything close to us? No. It could just be microbes, just tons of microbes everywhere. Maybe a lot smarter than the microbes we have. I don't know. More developed microbes. It could just be that. It could be fucking mushrooms. It could be fungi of some sort. Like intelligent fungi, because fungi now is intelligent. The way it can control, like it can infect a bug or an insect and make it do what it wants. That's fucking insane. It's like a free floating neural network that's waiting to find a host and make it do its bidding so that it can grow better. It's insane to me. It's almost like the symbiotes that are talked about, like, you know, like Venom and fucking Carnage and all them, right? They're like a planet that, like, of blobs that are just there, but they need a host when they go anywhere else. One of the funniest, like, I get that it's a balance. I understand that because, like I said, I know that. But it's always been funny to me that, like, you could put salt on a slug on land and it'll die. But you got a sea slug and even sea snails that live in salt water and they don't die. And I get that it's a balance, but, like, just the surface level thinking about it seems just kind of like, it seems so weird, right? But it has to do with the balance of, like, liquids in the body. They're already regulated. When you put salt on a land slug or snail, it's not regulated and it's pulling it out faster than it can regulate. So I know that's why the salt affects the land ones. But like from a surface level thinking, like when you're a kid or, you know, in elementary school and you first hear about like putting salt on slugs and shit, but then you think about a sea snail. You're like, fuck, how does that survive it? Intelligence can, I argue a lot, like, so like I'll get on like Grok or ChatGPT and I'll ask like very weird science questions, because like, so what we do as a human species, right, is we base intelligence and feeling and things like that and vision, we base everything off of the way our body functions. Like when we look at other beings or other life or plants, we say, oh, well, this doesn't feel pain because it doesn't have the same central nervous system as us. But what is a central nervous system? Can it be other things? Can it be more than just what we have? Can a central nervous system be completely invisible? Can it be, you know, other forms, other cellular structures? Can it be any of that? And the reality in the science is that we don't know. But what we do know is that how we function, and that's how we got to base everything. So if we say this doesn't feel pain so we can eat it or kill it or whatever, that could be wrong, realistically. Just because we don't have a way to detect it or understand it yet, because honestly, like if you know science, you know that there's even other dimensions that we theorize exist, right? But we can't see them or detect them or analyze them or quantify them in any way, so we can't say much about it. We're kind of stuck with assumptions, theories, hypothesis. So if there's other dimensions that we don't even understand yet, there's got to be other ways of consciousness and feeling and communication that we just don't know or understand. Happy 4th of July, bro! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think plants can communicate, especially mushrooms. They're not a plant. They're actually very, you know, very close to like humans. Fungi. They have a lot of the same structure and stuff like that, but the way they process like vitamin D and shit, it's fucking weird, right? Too busy going to work. Now you gotta find a place to hide at work and think about this shit. You gotta go find a place to hide so you can think deep, because like it's sometimes it's a little bit scary getting it deep into your own thoughts like that, but fuck, man, it's crazy the amount of questions you can come up with about reality and life and science, anything. Are you watching where are you watching the fireworks at? I'm in Vegas on my roof. And my girlfriend's just chilling. Hello. Hey.
Hi.
What are you dropping? Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Are you sleepy?
Yeah.
Do you want to go sleep? You can get down. I'm just in here having like weird ass conversations. The firework antics are kind of dying down, and so we're just having these fucking off the wall conversations now. Are you actually sitting on the fuck? Yeah, I'm on my roof. Shit. I got a flat roof, so it's perfect. And it gives you like you can see the strip out there. You see the fucking stratosphere right there and all that? It looks better in person. On camera, like, yeah, it doesn't look as good, but it's definitely. Yeah, if we do have there's way too many fireworks for the police to get to. Earlier in the stream, I was showing somebody on this road right here that was pulled over by the cops, and all you can see is fireworks behind them. Like the cops they're not doing anything about the fireworks really. They'll go here and there, hit a few spots. They'll probably confiscate a few people's shit, write them a ticket. But for the most part, most everybody is definitely gonna get away with this. That's why they usually just do a PR propaganda campaign event like for 2 weeks before 4th of July and try to tell people, oh, you're gonna get caught, you're gonna get fined, and try to scare people out of doing it. They don't really actually enforce the night of. Because there's just no way. There's so many fucking people in town shooting off fireworks. They don't have enough cops. They don't have enough drones. They don't have enough helicopters to truly and equally catch everybody. They're fricked. You got any watermelon? What? One time? And I know most people don't like Focus seltzer water. This one's cherry. But when you've gotten yourself off of drinking soda for the most part, except for when we go to the movies. When we go to the movies, you just got to get a cherry Coke with your popcorn. I just can't go with it. I can't go to the movies without it. But other than that, I don't drink soda. So I drink these seltzer waters. And if you're a soda drinker or you drink sugary drinks, these are probably going to taste like shit to you. But once you get unaddicted from sugar or even sugar substitutes, your body's out, and you'll actually start tasting more flavor in these drinks than you would if you were addicted to sugar. Somehow the movies just hit different. The thing that sucks is, man, there hasn't been really that many movies. Like, even when I've gone to the movies to watch a movie I'm not like that interested in, it's so dead. It feels like the malls these days. Like, you know how the malls are kind of like phasing out, like less people are hitting them, at least here and some other places I've been. But do the farts push the poop out, or does the poop push the farts out? I think biologically it's the farts push the poop out. I think that's part of the purpose of gas. It's a pressure. Thank you, Wise Sage. Speaking of sage, light some in the bathroom when you go, so that way it doesn't smell so bad when you leave. Okay? Yeah, our malls are dead. Yeah. They'll pop a little bit like on the weekends, but like during the week, bro, you can have the whole mall to yourself. It's crazy. Like you used to have to like pay to like rent out like a large space like that. If you wanted to, you just load your family up and it's a full day for you guys by yourself at the mall. Yeah, it's a little breezy here, so actually smoke is clearing out pretty decently. Now tell the court where Uncle Sam touched you on his birthday. He touched me on my paycheck. That's where Uncle Sam touched me. Fucking jackass. That'd be cool as fuck if there was stuff still there. In the malls, yes. Part of the problem with malls is like pricing. Like, you're trying to tell me that like Cause like when I was in middle school, man, I could go buy shirts for like $10, like with Eminem on it, like 15. And now you're telling me this motherfucking shirt is $40? Oh, but it's buy one get one 30% off. Fuck it, eat a dick. You're telling me you're making 800% profit on a shirt, and you want me to keep coming back for that shit? Especially in today's age when I could just buy machines like a fucking Cricut or a fucking printer, a DTG printer, and I can make my own fucking shirt with whatever image I choose. I love eating dicks. So a lot of these stores, they like shoot themselves in the foot. And one thing that really is like off-putting is whenever you talk to like maybe a store owner, if they're there, right? And you're like, oh man, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of pricey. I don't think I'm gonna buy this. Oh well, and they start pulling like all these fucking excuses out. It's like, oh well, I got overhead and I got employees and blah 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 blah. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. I'm not a charity for you. If that's your reason, like for having high prices, so your business model is to make the most money on one product slowly, rather than making, you know, the most money on a bunch of products quickly. Because it's going to work out the same business-wise. If you're going to wait around to sell a $40 shirt, or you could sell four $10 shirts, guess how many more people are going to be in your store, which is going to be better overall, right? Because once your business gets booming, you could sell 150 $10 shirts a day instead of two $40 shirts. You know what I'm saying? So in the aspect of business, you should be wanting to do 150 shirts a day at $10 versus two shirts for $40. Because one, 150 people is better word of mouth for your business than two people. I own a $500 shirt. Hey, more power to you, buddy. I'm glad the person that sold you that shirt got to eat for the rest of the week. They paid their bills. Bro, GameStop's doing bad right now. Like, I never thought I'd see any Pokemon product for $600 at fucking GameStop when they get it straight from a distribution company. Okay, so I know about Pokemon distribution, and I know how much things cost from distribution. So as a reseller, you get a reseller's permit. You buy Pokemon product from a distributor that gets them from the Pokemon company, right? Pokemon company prints cards, packages them up into various boxes or collections, and they send them to distributors. Distributors then sell them to resellers at their cost, which is very cheap. So the boxes that GameStop is charging $600 for from distro, and this is based on the history of other ultra premium collection boxes, right? Ultra premium or super premiums. There's two different kinds like that. Historically, those have been like 75 to maybe $90 from distribution. Historically, throughout this boom in Pokemon. Now, for GameStop to market all the way up to $600 is criminal. The MSRP of that box should be $120 to maybe $160. We'll even go $200. But $600 should absolutely not be the price. Yo, Pokeballer Alice, hi, stop to like, appreciate it. Bro, I got 95 likes on this live. We need 4th of July every day. didn't get that many likes on my fucking 6-hour live doing Pokemon shit. And hopefully all the dogs that have gotten out do get found by their owners. I will say, unfortunately, we'll probably see a few in the street that have been hit by cars. Appreciate everybody slapping the like button. Anybody that strolled through, had an argument, had a debate, gave their opinion, listened to my opinion. I appreciate that. Happy 4th of July. A shout out to seltzer water. TV static in a can. If you've ever licked a tea from the 90s, you know what that tastes like. Zero game stores. Oof. I am at 15% battery, so once I get down to critically low, we will end the live, but it's close to quitting time anyways. I think we're getting down to the nitty gritty. It's 11:22. Once midnight hits, yeah, then it's go time. Did you call in? Okay. Hold on. I'm not upset. My game's, yeah. Nobody's upset about GameStop closing anymore. I'll try to make it till midnight. At least Vegas time. 22 here in Vegas. You see it's kind of slowing down. I didn't see anybody really popping like super finales. Maybe they spaced it out more this year. Hey, people are crazy. I saw the one video where the dudes had like a fucking traffic cone on their shoulder and they put a fucking like a mortar in it and shot it at a fucking restaurant, like the outdoor eating area. Fucking dumb. Absolutely insane. But then again, you know what? I was a teenager once and I probably would have done that. But those two guys look like fully grown men, so I don't think they should have. I think you could probably carry a lot doing that as an adult. Hey, some GameStop employees are fucking aggressive. They could be fucking some pretty aggressive jerk-offs. Like, they're never in the mood. Like, they can't take a joke. They're never in the mood for anything. They're always upset about their life. They seem super depressed. It's just fucking, it's not it. It's not the vibe you would expect at a GameStop. You know, it's like, it's players. Power to the players, right? Hey, these guys don't play when you go in there. Hey, look, as a full-fledged American, I will say that I do support people's right to do something illegal, and I also do support the right for them to get caught or not. You know what I'm saying? When you do something illegal like that, you are entering into a catch me if you can contract with the authorities, right? So if you want to play that game, I think you should be allowed. Technically, you are allowed to, right? If it's for sale anywhere, you're allowed to go buy it, right? If you can buy it, put it in your pocket and walk anywhere you want with it freely, then you are free to do that. Now, if you freely choose to light it and throw it in a car and potentially harm somebody, you're free to do that. Now, what else is free are them consequences that you could face or not if you get away. And if you get away, that's not my problem. That's the authorities' problem. That's their job to catch your ass. It's not my job to catch you. So I'm not really holding any judgment against you. I think it's a stupid idea. Personally, I wouldn't do it. But I'm not like, oh yeah, whatever the fuck you want. Just be ready to be caught or have a better plan. Basement dwellers. Yeah, they're a little bit goofy in there sometimes. We're dwindling fast. I thought they'd do a fucking a finale on the strip, but I haven't seen anything. I think what they did was all they did. You do the crime, you do the time. Exactly. You're free to make a fool of yourself, right? You're free to make a bad decision and then face the consequences. That's why I said earlier, I don't think you were here, maybe you were here, I don't know, that I don't really believe in like prevention, like on a large scale. There's some things they should prevent for sure, obviously like terrorist attacks and things like that, but like trying to prevent people from speeding, trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's so stupid. They shouldn't do that. That's like if they stop me walking down the street and say, oh, well, you know, we're going to arrest you because you could have broke into a house. You could have stabbed somebody. Even though you don't have a knife, you could have made one. You could have like built a fire and forged a knife out of fucking metal and stabbed somebody. So to prevent that from happening, we're going to arrest you. That's like, you know, that's the type of logic it takes to be preventative. Well, yeah, but they're not like, you know, they're not stopping you and harassing you. They're informing you. I don't mind information. Hey, this ain't a good idea. Yo, look at the moon out there. That bitch is coming out over the mountain. You see that? That's the moon. Bark at the moon. That looks great. It wasn't there a minute ago. It just started shining. Look at that. Someone's got a finale going there. Look at that bad boy. Oh yeah, they're going for it. Pop, 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 pop. All the blinding lights. The fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, the DARE program. They could do informational shit all they want, but if they're just like stopping and frisking you to be preventative, or they're like getting in your business to be preventative, like, nah, don't be doing that. Oh, you look suspicious. Fuck that. Like, that's why citizens should have the right to carry. Like, if I need to prevent something from happening, I will. Let me have a gun and leave me the fuck alone, because you ain't even gonna show up on time anyways. Let me handle this shit. Let me peel somebody's wig back. If they want to fuck with me, if they want to take the risk of pissing me off and fucking with my shit, I'll deal with it. You stay in your little squad car. You respond to maybe a domestic or something, but you ain't gonna come rescue me from a fucking, you know, a home invader anyways. You just coming to fucking investigate my murder. I don't know, the DARE program kind of had me scared as fuck to try shit. It had some different effects on some people. I remember when they made us write like an essay. Man, my essay was terrible. I still remember writing it. I don't know how many times I wrote the word very in there to try to fill in some space. Drugs are very, 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 very bad. Dare made me want to try drugs. Not me, man. It took me so long to try weed. I mean, but then once I did it, I did that shit pretty heavy for some years. I smoked all day, every day. Bro, turn your fucking lights on, idiot. That's how you get pulled over. Stupid. Arm hanging out. Don't even know that your lights are off. Anyways. Yeah, when I finally worked up the courage to try weed, I still ain't done like any psychedelic. Well, never mind. I did do a mushroom tea. Like I microdosed though. Like I didn't get a full effect mushroom. But I never tried like acid or none of that weird shit. No ecstasy. I never did none of that shit. Cause I still think about the DARE program actually when that kind of shit comes up. Plus I've seen people like do too much acid. Like I've known people that have done too much acid and they just turn into a fucking zombie that walks around the neighborhood for the rest of their days talking to themselves. Weed was fun when it was illegal. Yeah, that's the weird. Like it's kind of like lost its it's lost its appeal being legal. Not only that, it's like too strong for me. Maybe there's people that just like that have like worked their way into the stronger shit, or they've done it consistently to be tolerating the stronger shit, but it's not for me, man. That shit puts me like, it makes me way too anxious. Like all my nobody was doing like, nobody even knew like really what they were smoking most of the time. They were just saying, I got this, it's got orange hairs on it. That's all they cared about, right? We got some orange hairs on that shit. I know it's good. Maybe some like Maui Wowie, like you would get that from like someone would bring it back from Hawaii somehow. I remember trying that shit. That was kind of up there. It was good. Securing the bag was throw a dart at the naming board. Amazing Oriole. Some colorful guys out there. Yeah, like weed nowadays, like I remember like, so like this was like at the tail end of me ever smoking weed again, right? When I was working at Caesars, I want to say it was back in like it was like right when they legalized it here. Right after, obviously, because it came from a dispensary. But we had like maybe 3 in Vegas. 3 dispensaries total. Using connectivity. All right, so sometimes like it was a strain called Miss X, right? And I knew nothing about it. A guest at Caesars left pre-rolls, and I took them home. I was like, "Fuck, it's free weed. I'm taking that shit." Like, it's valuable, especially because dispensaries just open. Weed's hella expensive at a dispensary. So I was like, I'm not gonna leave money laying around in any form. Otherwise, it's gonna go in the trash, right? So I took the pre-rolls home. I took like one decent hit of the pre-roll. I put that bitch down. Look, this is exactly how it went. This X pre-roll, right? I walk outside. I take a big hit though. Hold it in, let it out slow. And I'm like, just like my teenage days, you know. And I get up, I walk outside. My daughter's sitting on her little picnic table, drawing in a notebook. I grab the notebook. I grab the pencil. I start drawing a butterfly. And then it hits me, right? I stand the fuck up. I walk back in the house. I put the book down, the notebook, the pad thing, her little drawing pad. I walk in the house. I laid face down on the bed and I prayed that I could fall asleep. That's how hard that shit hit me. My bones were fucking vibrating, dude. I could feel my bones vibrating. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then once I woke up, after I don't even know how the fuck long I was asleep, I went online and I was like, all right, let me look this shit up. I was like, Miss X, THC, 33%. I was like, what the fuck? I'm never doing that again. That shit fucking, bro, my bones, like, they felt warm and like they were humming. You know those those gray electrical boxes that you hear like humming in the summertime? I don't know where people are from, if they have those where they're at, but they have them a lot in Vegas. And I grew up like sitting on them because they were warm. Because you would go play in the water and then you would sit on them because they're warm, and they would hum and vibrate. My bones felt like that. What the fuck, was it a mix? It was called Miss X. Google it now. I bet. Do a little bit of research on it. I don't know. That shit was so fucking strong. And for it being like one of my first times since I think the last time I smoked, so this was like probably like somewhere around like 2015, right? Somewhere close to that area, like somewhere in the range of like 2012 to 2015. The last time I had smoked weed before that was 2007, before my daughter was born. So, you know, my tolerance didn't exist. I didn't have a tolerance. And I went straight to a 32, 33% fucking weed. That shit fucked me up. Where is this? This is Vegas. You was the man that stole my lawnmower back in 1997? Nah, I was still in Charizards back then. I was like, hey, let me see your binder. I just want to flip through it real quick. And then I would tilt it up towards me and slide a Pokemon card out and then give it back to him. Oh, you got a cool collection, man. Miss X will do that. If you're stealing someone's lawnmower, you got to mow the lawn first. Yes, sir. Be nice, at least. Give him one last trim. Yeah, edibles is a different game. Nope. I tried the edibles. Definitely don't fuck with those either. Because it's like it's just so random when it wants to hit. Like, depending on your metabolism, all that shit. Like, depending on if you ate, if you're on an empty stomach, it'll just fucking hit you. And I'm just like, no. I want to know that I'm going to get high in like 2 seconds after I hit this. I don't want to chew on something, you know, not feel like it's doing anything and then be like, oh, fuck, I'm out of it. I can't handle myself. Oh, fuck that. We still got some magic going on around here. The nice breeze has kind of settled the smoke, though. That's cool. I like it. Because like right now, it's like a steady breeze that I don't smell fireworks. Usually you'll smell fireworks into the morning when it's like calm and not breezy. You'll go outside and it'll still be like fucking the fog of war. Look how high the moon got. The moon was like way down here by this. Hey, look where it's at now. That bitch is moving up. Is there going to be a fireworks show? It's damn near over. It's almost midnight here. We're actually kind of at the tail end. I was waiting to see if the Strip does another show because they did one like kind of early, like 8 o'clock. The Strip did a... Here, let me point you at the Strip. So like the stratosphere was like blowing up. And all those Strip hotels over there, like, trying to use my finger as a pointer, all of this was going off. I only vape these days. Is it hot right now? Actually, no. It's not even hot. But like some of the better fireworks, I guess you can see are like happening over here, kind of in this area. It's kind of hard to see fireworks going off over on this part. They're a little bit farther away. So I kind of like aim it over here. Plus you can see the moon. Daytime was probably... Okay, so there's a breeze. It's 94 degrees right now at midnight. It doesn't cool off until 5 in the morning. It goes down to 85, and about 7 o'clock it starts climbing again. And by 12 noon tomorrow, we'll be at 100 degrees. By 5 o'clock, we'll be at 105 degrees tomorrow. It actually kind of looks like there's a little... Oh, we got 12. But I don't know if they're stopping people for fireworks. I think they might just be pulling someone over. I don't know. But it kind of looks like there's a face like peeking out from behind the mountain right there. Like you kind of see like the mouth and like an eye right there. When Goku first turned Super Saiyan. Are they chasing somebody? It looks like they're headed out somewhere. That cop was... Because the cop was in this neighborhood, and now he's like all the way up there, like outside of the neighborhood. You can still see kind of the lights flashing. Two ball and dick. Yo, fella Chris, what's good? Oh man, look how many likes I've got on the stream tonight. This fucking shit's insane. It's been a long time since I broke 100 likes on a stream, especially a vertical stream. Where's this at? This is Vegas. We're at the tail end of 4th of July. It's almost over. The birthday celebration's over. My girlfriend's dead ass asleep on the roof. Look, she's sleeping. She's asleep up here. We're on the fucking roof. Oh man, I missed one. Skyman angry. There's no man in my balls, daddy. I'm going out to Cali where fella Chris is on Wednesday. We'll see on the news in the morning how many house fires and all that type of weird shit has gone on. We'll see the police bragging about how many fireworks that they, confiscated. How many tickets? Oh, we gave out $10,000 tickets. Get the fuck out of here. Go to church. Rum is for drinking, not burning. I'll take you to church. Acting like you ain't from 63rd and had to serve some hot wings up in your joint. Blood and body. I wouldn't exactly say F church. Some people need that. I wouldn't say that I go to it. There's a lot of corporate churches out there, so I don't really like that too much. And then there's other churches, like smaller churches, that kind of like to like get in your business and like find out what you do, and then try to like, oh, well, can you do this for us? And then like they want you to be a free employee of theirs, and it's just like, you know, calm down, buddy. I need 10 wings. Hold my pocket. Better hold on to my pocket, boy. While I fix these wings. Hey, that's your choice, bud. If you don't want to believe in God, that's on you. I remember being a little ass kid too that was like, had that kind of mentality. But you grow up and you see shit differently. You have kids and you actually deal with life and you fucking go through some shit. You see some things. Things will change. But I definitely ain't gonna fucking hate on you for being uninformed. Hey, somebody walking with a cell phone down there. I seen some things. I've had these certain experiences in my life that I cannot. There's nothing that'll make me deny the existence of God. I cuss, I talk shit, I say what I say, I have opinions, but the existence of God will never leave my belief system ever again. Chirac, shorty. A shorty. All right, we're at 5%, so the stream is going to come to an end. I want to thank everybody for coming out, showing up for the fireworks show. We'll see y'all on the next one. If you didn't subscribe yet, maybe subscribe. You can watch me vend at card shows. What the flip? I'm on the roof, bruh, and my fucking battery is at 0. Look. Fucking 0% on my battery. So, plus it's almost midnight. There's not that many fireworks going on. But yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow. This isn't a 24-hour. I wish. I've done 24-hour streams. They're not fun. Viva Mexico. Sure. You know me. Yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow. I gotta get my sleepy girlfriend off the roof. She's passed the fuck out. I gotta get her safely into bed somehow. Throw her over my shoulder, drag her by her hair, however cavemen do it, and we'll get her inside. So this isn't Vegas. So we'll see y'all on the next stream. Look out for Wednesday. I'll probably be streaming Wednesday at a card show in Torrance on the 8th, July 8th. So peace out, everybody. Be safe. Hope you guys have fun on the stream. Don't forget, this is a free speech channel. I don't care if you agree with me or disagree with me or fucking don't agree with anything. You can say what you want to say on this stream. You're allowed to. I don't kick nobody out. I don't ban nobody. Speak your mind. Feel free.